I recently got a comment saying, isn't it useless to learn languages with new AI technology? I totally get it. Imagine a futuristic world where you talk to a foreigner and both of you have some sort of device, maybe on your face, in your hand, and it translates real time. But you don't have to imagine that far because that future might be closer than we all expect. Right now, we already have Meta smart glasses. Websites like Google or DeepL can translate really complicated text. So is it useless to learn languages with new AI technology? 例えば、コンテンツクリエイターとして日本のオーディエンスに到達したいとします。そのためには今のように流暢に日本語を話す必要があります。しかし、実際には今日本語を話せないのです。これらすべては AI 生成です。それはクレイジーじゃないですか。الآن أنا أتحول إلى العربية. إنه ليس مثاليا. أعتقد أنه كان بإمكاني خداعك لو لم أخبرك أن الذكاء الاصطناعي أنشأه. The crazy thing is, the app that I use even changes the mouth shape to match the foreign language that I'm speaking. To generate AI stuff like that, you can either use HeyGen or captions. How it works is that I speak in English and then I upload the video and then they will translate it automatically and match the words with my mouth shape. So if I wanted to, I could literally create content in any foreign language I want. These tools are not real-time translations yet because I have to upload the content, wait for it to transcribe, and then I have a product where I speak in a different language. But I'm 100% sure that in the near future, we will have some sort of device, maybe some glasses or some earbuds that we can put in our ear that will give us real-time translations. For example, Zoom or Microsoft Teams, they already have real-live caption translation.
We can actually translate our voices in real time.
这种目标语言中进行选择，从而使用母语进行学习和工作。
As you can see, the person is speaking in their foreign language and translates on real time to the English language in caption. However, I think learning languages is still worth it due to 3 reasons. Number 1, cultural benefit. Language knowledge equals cultural knowledge. Even with the best translator, without knowledge of the language, you won't be able to understand huge parts of another person's culture. Language of a person tells us a lot about their social norms, their behavior, and their worldviews. For example, in Western countries, we tend to be more individualistic, and that is also reflected to some extent in our language. When I introduce my mom in English, I would say, this is my mom, whatever. However, I noticed that in Asian countries, we tend to think more collectively. If I would introduce my mom in Korean, I would say 우리 엄마, which literally translates to our mom. Isn't that interesting? So only by noticing these type of structures and patterns in another language, you can understand more deeply the culture of other people. Speaking different languages has helped me to build really deep and meaningful connections with people from all over the world. Whenever I speak their native language, there seems to be a mutual respect. They know I'm trying my best to speak their language. They appreciate the effort you put into it. Suddenly they are filled with excitement. Do you think you would see the same joy if you would use a freaking AI tool? Hell no! I think AI can really assist us in language learning process, but I don't think it will replace this human interaction in the near future. In the end, speaking a language is about human connection, not robot connection. Also, I don't know about you, what are your reasons to learn a language, but I do it not because it looks good on my CV, not because I want to impress my friends, mostly because I love to engage with the language and immerse myself with the language. I just love to study a new language from scratch, knowing that after some time I make improvements, slight improvements, I understand more and more. And even with good AI tools, I don't think I will stop learning new languages, just because I'm inherently interested in learning languages. Number 2, learning a new language is a skill that trains your cognitive muscles. There are dozens of studies that show the benefits of learning a language. Just like working out, if you're getting the reps in for language learning every single day, you're training your mental capacities. In a research paper, for example, it is stated that multilingual people tend to have better skills to switch between different tasks and find solutions for problems. And that makes sense because when learning a new language, you need to familiarize yourself with new patterns. And whenever you speak in another language, actually your brain is always translating. It also slows down dementia by up to 5 years according to several studies. It helps you train deep work and focus, something that is very rare nowadays because our attention span is literally worse than a freaking goldfish. The attention span of a goldfish is like 8 seconds. So if you don't want to end up forgetting everything when you're older, which obviously no one would like, then start learning languages. Number 3 is business opportunities. Knowing different languages is a huge advantage when it comes to business opportunities. Just take me, for example, content creation. Well, I mean, my whole channel on YouTube is about languages in general because people are inherently interested in learning languages themselves. Even with great tools out there, sure, they can assist you. People will always be interested in learning new languages. Because I speak up to 6 languages, I can connect to so many different audiences in the whole world. And obviously, I could have used the AI tool in the beginning. It doesn't really teach me anything about the culture, about the slang, about dialect. Some of my most viral videos on Instagram were based off Vietnamese reels. And if I would have just used AI, they would have not performed that well. Why? I use Vietnamese slang and insiders that AI just cannot easily replicate like that. Then we can think about AI language translation devices on the one side and actually learning languages on the other side in terms of this. Just using AI is kind of like using an elevator. Press a button, you go upstairs. Actually learning languages is like climbing the stairs. Climbing the stairs obviously is harder, but at the same time you train your health. It's the same with learning a language. You're training your mental muscles, your mental health. I'd rather choose the healthy option, to be honest. So to summarize the video, I think AI can really enhance our language learning process and make it more efficient. There are certainly great tools out there, and especially in the business world, probably language learning skills will be valued less in terms of entry requirements. However, learning languages is still worth it because AI can teach us the cultural differences, trains our mental health and advantage in the business world. Tell me what you think about AI and the future of language learning. Do you think it's necessary or still unnecessary to learn a language? Tell me in the comments below.